All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are live and we're a few minutes early for good reason because our guest here, he's figuratively and literally getting ready for some huge matches. He's got huge matches coming up. He's got a lot on his mind and he wants to get this show on the road. And since this man wears many hats and he holds many championships, yeah, I got to start this show on the road here because we are starting things early in prime time, the brightest lights, the biggest stage here where all wrestling matters very early, but for good reasons because our man has not one, not two, but three championships and three different promo wrestling companies. We're going to talk about that. We're especially going to talk about him being the reigning, defending TPW World Heavyweight Champion, that RPW TWL Internet Champion, and certainly one third, that's right, one third of those CPF World Warzone Trios Championships. He's going to talk about a bunch of those things. You've definitely heard about him as a bone thug. He's going to definitely bone saw his opponents. You're going to definitely see him as a Kilamaru. You're going to see him with a load full of, let's just say, Zach Sanity. You're going to definitely see a little bit of the Punisher and like the other 400 characters he definitely has out there. But ladies and gentlemen, it is an absolute honor. And you know why it's also an honor to have our guest here? Because I'm speaking with one fellow Brooklynite to another because he is from Kings County and I am from Kings County. We're most certainly going to talk about that. Plus, we're going to talk about his journey and wherever else he's going. He might be the walking definition of Johnny Cash's I've Been Everywhere, man. But it is now time to formally give him that introduction. As I stated, that champions like introduction. I'm going to give him not one, not two, but three of these. Plus, at some point here during the next hour, I'm going to give him something that hopefully will mean that he won't cut a lengthy promo on me and won't want to saw me off in half or won't want to certainly, let's just say, go and maybe put some Zach Sanity like touches to that and certainly punish me for many of the things I've said here on this platform. So hopefully this introduction will at least give me a pass and I won't be in his name's mouth and whatever else, who else is out there. But ladies and gentlemen, I've said enough. It's time to give our guest here that introduction because you've been waiting for it. He's been waiting for it, and I've been waiting for it, most importantly. So, ladies and gentlemen, let's get this show on the road. So, with Without further ado, here on a Sports Report. Number one, Gable Sports Show. A man that is the master of all trades. A man that may wear many hats. He's a respected cosplayer, promo artist legend, a man that holds not one, not two, but three championships. He is the reigning, defending RPW and TWL Internet Champion. He's one third of the CPF World Warzone Trios Champions. And most importantly, he's the reigning, defending TPW World Heavyweight Champion. He is none other than the Punisher Darius. The champ is here, my friend. How are we doing?
Hey, I'm chilling like a villain.
Yeah,
And I like that. And I like that introduction. You just saved yourself from a major punishment.
Well, you know what? Let me say a sign of the cross there because, I've been watching some of those promos. I've been seeing them on your Instagram page, over 2,000 plus followers. I've seen them on the RPW TWL Instagram page, the TPW Instagram page, the CPF World War Zone page. I heard what Beef Smooth had to say about you. Kill Shots had to say about you. Certainly Texas Red Rockies had to say about you. Pretty much Zach Clark, everybody that's been on here in the promo world. So I definitely didn't want to be a name that's in your mouth when you do those historic promos and everything else you do. So I certainly wanted to make sure that counts. Even though my eye is killing me today right now. For whatever reason, my left eye is like in so much pain. I have no idea why, but we didn't want to miss this for the world. And it's an absolute honor to have you here, champ.
Thank you. Thank you.
Well, it's good to be with you here. Obviously, we have a lot to get into. And I want to start off here, since you are the TPW World Heavyweight Champion. I want to ask you this here, simply put, for those that are listening and watching here in prime time, the brightest lights, the biggest stage here, the only platform where now truly all wrestling matters. Mr. Darius, and man, I could call you the 39 other names, but I'll for now call you Darius. What does it mean to you to be the TPW World Heavyweight Champion?
To me, being the World Heavyweight Champion, it's like it's more than just having the title. It's a brand, and in order to prove to everyone that you are that brand, you gotta show them that you mean it. I mean, seriously, you can't just sit around and just act like things are supposed to be given to you. You gotta earn your shots, and that's all I've been doing ever since I started promo wrestling, earning each shot and making them a win.
Well, I mean, how is that for you? The pressure of maintaining what you do, because I mean, you got like so many different characters out there. I mean, it's one thing if I just did one promo, but you have like 40 million. So I mean, how is that for you to be able to maintain the status that you have?
Well, I gotta say, it ain't easy. Like seriously, like doing all these characters that I'm doing, it's starting to get more difficult than ever. But surprisingly, I managed to make it through it.
Yeah. Well, how do you make it through? Because, I feel like I got pressure because I'm on Sportzwire Radio every single day. And a couple of days ago, I was here 3 times. I'm here tonight twice. And, I don't get a day off. There's no vacation. There's no sick pay. There's no medical leave. There's no family leave, whatever it is. I mean, I'm here every night, no matter sleet, snow, rain, holiday. So, but that's one thing for me. But you're in the promo world. You hold 3 championships. You're a man that, I mean, has all these different responsibilities. So how do you keep up with the pressure?
Well, I just keep telling myself that I can do it. Because I'm like, my middle name is Walter, and Walter means warrior. And what do warriors do? They keep going into battle, and they never quit.
I watched Gladiator 2 yesterday, so I saw plenty of battles. And yeah, you would have fitted in pretty well in Gladiator 2. Mm-hmm. You would have fitted in. You could have certainly given the main character a run for his money.
Probably.
You probably would have shot on him and gave him a promo, a 5-minute promo, and basically said how you'd saw him off, which you would have fitted in well for because there was a lot of soaring in the movie, and you definitely would have been pretty well with the blade. You are the Punisher. But why then so many different characters? We're going to talk about some of your most recent promos. We're going to get into some of these matches. But why not go with 1 or 2? Like a lot of these guys, Zach Clark was here. He's Zach Clark. Right? I mean, Devin Adams, I know him from the wrestling world. Right? I mean, you got Texas Red, even Kill Shot. I mean, you got Beast Smooth. You got, Hunter's got a couple different names. But why not just go with 1 or even 2?
Yeah, that's the problem. My creativity took me like to so many places. Like as soon as I saw one character, I started combining more and more and more until I became the man of many faces. And I'm still creating more characters.
You still?
Yep.
How do you do this? How do you find ways? What do you like? You were before he got in trouble with everything a couple of years ago. I mean, you were the Vince McMahon of promoing. I mean, before what happened with him. Let's not give it now, but before we knew what happened with Janelle Grant and those other women. But in many ways, you could be maybe the Vince McMahon creative genius of promoing. I mean, how do you do this then?
Well, pretty much I get my inspiration from like video games and movies and cartoons, and pretty much also from wrestling. So
okay. I've heard a couple of wrestling references in your promos, so there's obviously some wrestling references. So then, who are the main inspirations? Who are the movie characters? Who are the wrestlers? Who are the video games? Who are these people that inspired?
So Harry Quinn. I was inspired by Harley Quinn, as you know.
Yes.
I created him to
I did
be
see that
Hardy's son.
movie a few years back, which I wasn't a big fan of, to be honest.
True. The Punisher was pretty much made after the original Punisher, Frank Castle. May he rest in
Yeah.
peace.
Are we? Are we talking about the Dolph Lundgren, the original one, right?
Yeah,
I
I
saw
think so.
that.
Yeah.
Yep.
So I pretty much played a Punisher to honor him.
Wow.
So far, it's been doing good.
Well, you seem like you're doing pretty well, and that means, obviously, I mean, you certainly do a lot in these promos, and I always ask this question to people that are here, especially now that we're getting toward the end of the year. Like, what are your goals coming up for 2025 in the promoing world? What are some of those goals?
Well, I mean, honestly, with me, like I have been considering retirement because
Why?
I've
Why would
been
you of all people considering retirement? Come on, why?
well, I'm because I'm trying to focus more on my normal life instead of my promo life because every now and then they keep combining into one. I'm having trouble trying to separate them. But honestly, I mean, I may not retire all my characters. I mean, I will still promo with a few characters that I know I mostly use.
Okay, I mean, I could understand some of that, but it's such a part of you. I mean, I almost feel like you might have a void. I mean, and you know what? We've been talking about this. Zach Clark talked about retirement last week, and now he was saying, well, like it was almost implied, like, yeah, I said it, but it doesn't mean I'm holding it. Don't hold me to it. This guy Anthony Steele. I'm sure you've heard of him. He's apparently coming out of retirement in the promo world. He's decided to go for one more year, and nobody really ever retires. I mean, look at Ric Flair. Ric Flair just had a match a couple years ago, and everybody says they'll retire. Goldberg wants another match, and Sting is retired, but who knows, really? I mean, Shawn Michaels came back a few years ago in Saudi. I mean, basketball, Michael Jordan retired a couple times. Tom Brady, who knows? I mean, so nobody really retires.
Yeah, and actually, I did also to let Rocky know that I was bringing back one of his favorite characters.
Okay, so
And
tell us why you're bringing it back.
well, let's just say my friends Jahil and Dez.
Oh, yeah.
As you
I think I
know,
know who they are.
they're facing the Bone Thugs.
Well, it's
And
going to be
pretty
a
much,
crossroads for them.
and pretty much one of their hype promo pretty much inspired me to bring back one of the old gimmicks from my from one of my characters that I used to do. But he retired a while back, like in 20, like sometime in this year. But now it's time for him to come back and claim what rightfully his.
You have been in the promo game a long time. I'm curious on this for the audience because I haven't got a chance to ask this question to anybody. How do you think that promoing has changed since from when you started?
Well, it definitely has changed for me. I mean, I met a lot of people, won some matches, lost some matches, and got pretty much a bunch
Well,
of.
everybody wins and loses. I mean, I know you are. You could certainly, saw me off in a promo, but I mean, you're not going to go and win every single time. It's just impossible.
Yeah, and you know how some people be getting all mad because they lost. Like seriously, it ain't really a big deal. It's just for fun.
Exactly. Listen, I'm a believer. Wins and losses, do they really mean anything at the end of the day? I don't
Not
know.
really.
Not really, no. But I tell you what does mean something to me. You have an Instagram page, and I like people to go follow that Instagram page because you have 2,353 followers. And I want to at least get you a couple more followers here today because you are actually from Brooklyn, New York. And I'm going to talk about that in a minute or two because that is where I am from and I'm born. And you can watch some of these promos with me here in a few minutes. You got a bunch of different things. I mean, this man, I don't even know how he finds the time to do it. But if you want to find out and follow him on this journey, you can also do that here. He's also a very respected cosplayer, and he does a lot of great things. And he might be the most successful promo artist of all time in New York City history. You might be one of the most, maybe you are the most successful promo wrestling artist in New York City history, which is interesting because, New York City, the playgrounds, basketball, and you could definitely fit in there well. And we are here with the man himself, who is the TPW champion. He's also the RPW TWL Internet champion. He's the CPF World War Zone, 1/3 of those trios champions. He's Darius. You can find him as Zach Sanity, Killamaro. You can find him just a whole bunch of other names. The Punisher, most certainly, and he'll bone saw you off, and there'll be other names we'll get into here in a few minutes. I have to ask because I've alluded to it here. I mean, how does being from Brooklyn, in some ways, shape those promos? You're from my neck of the woods. I have to bring it up. Finally, I get a chance to speak to somebody who can understand my language.
And actually, honestly, like it is great to be back in Brooklyn because when I was younger,
right now, by the way, tell me where you are in Brooklyn. I'll probably know it.
I think like somewhere like around Brownsville.
Okay, so you're on the L line.
East New York. Yeah.
You're on the L line. You're by like Rockaway Parkway, sure.
Yeah.
Good. So how does that shape you, like being here? What does that shape you at all? They always say product of your environment. Anything at all from that, or not really?
Honestly, like I said, I mean, it's been a while since I've been back here. I had to leave due to certain stuff what's happening in New York at a young age. But since we lost my mother,
I'm sorry, my thoughts.
I chose to come back. Yeah. I chose to come back to New York, my place of birth, my home.
Good. Well, I'm glad you're back. I'm definitely glad you're back. And Brooklyn always has meant a lot to me. And I'm glad that you're back. And it's good to see somebody here that's from Brooklyn and doing well in the wrestling world. Because I do know a few people here in the wrestling world. And my buddy Barry Gutman, a fellow Brooklynite, who is on 4th. He's by the police precinct over there. He's by like almost like Avenue H over there, Holy Cross Church. And Barry's got a YouTube channel. I got to give Barry a plug because Barry is trying to get some subscribers. So before we go back into the show, Barry is a hardcore gamer. He really does game. He was getting mad at me the other day because I wasn't in his stream on the video. But Barry, I've done about 500 shows this last year alone. And on top of that, doing like 14 other different things. So don't hold it against me, but what I will do for you is I'll plug your YouTube channel because there's a bunch of people here watching us, and Barry is on YouTube. Somebody give a sub to his page. He needs to get to 40 subscribers. He's at 39, and he does love playing games. And who knows? I was even thinking, Darius, since Barry doesn't live too far from you, you go over to Barry's. You and Barry could, do a big interview together, and it could be quite an interview for the ages. I mean, he literally is a few subway stops from you. It could be one for the ages. He's on like 20 minutes on the bus from you. So I mean, that could be an amazing moment there. Flatbush and Brownsville together again, and you and Barry. I mean, boy, that'd be one for the ages. I tell you what. All of a sudden, you show up on Barry's Twitch stream and on YouTube here, and it'd be fun. So that could be something for the ages. We'll make sure we connect with each other. Barry is a hardcore gamer, a lot more of a hardcore gamer than me. We'll take this off the screen. All right, so let's go back into the world of promoting because we have some big stuff ahead coming up. I got to plug it because I only got so much time with you. Take this off the screen. So we got a huge match here coming up, which I have to plug. Tell me what we can expect, first of all, in TPW. So talk to me about what's going to happen here coming up between the Bone Thugs, Silver Tuxedo, Jaleel Fireblade, #1 contenders match for those tag team championships.
Well, pretty much you're going to expect a guy who's willing to deliver the punishment against anybody. He doesn't give a damn like who you are or how tough you are. He is going to find a way to take you down and destroy you completely. And combined with Be Smooth, that's going to be a smooth crime.
A lot about you on Wednesday's show. He talked a lot about you. And you guys are going to just be an interesting team and a lot on the line here. And an opportunity for you to get more gold potentially soon in TPW.
Right.
Yeah, we'll watch a minute of the clip here.
Right fucking now. For tonight, Jaleel, Silver, you're both about to get butchered. You're about to get slaughtered. You're about to be massacred by two of the most dangerous, the most dominating, the most badass thugs in TPW history. For when we enter that ring, we are going to unleash all our wrath, all our rage, all our power upon both of you. You will understand what happens when you step to the Bone Thugs. And what happens is, we thug the shit out of you. We shoot you full of holes. We murder you instantly.
No, you can get away with
when the smooth criminal
I could do that, but
and the man who delivers the punishment steps into your town, everything and everyone will get burned the fuck down. Let's start with you, Silver Tuxedo. Brother, we're going to make you wish you never came back because we are going to crucify you. We are going to chop you to ribbons. We are going to make sure you stay the way your color is. Silver, which is second place. Because when I get my hands on you,
heard that line.
I am going to take this knife and cut off that little silver face of yours. I'm going to make little coins out of your fucking tuxedo. And I'm going to buy you a nice little coffin with it to bury you inside. Let's face it, Silver Tuxedo. No one ever thought about you. I never thought about you because you were old. You were ancient history. And you were forgotten. So by the time the match is over, Silver Tuxedo, me and B Smooth, we are going to send your ass right back to where the fuck you belong. In the retirement, in the fucking hospital, in the goddamn morgue. Because by the time we're done with you, Silver Tuxedo.
I think we froze there for a minute, so we'll take this off the screen for a minute, which I think it did freeze with me on the last one. Okay, we'll take this off for a minute and come back to that. Boy, there was some fire there, and that's why I definitely see why you are the TPW World Champion, and certainly you and B Smooth could certainly have a huge edge coming up here when we see match results released here later this evening.
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna look forward to it.
I could see why, and anything you want to say about B Smooth since he was here on Wednesday's show?
There is a reason why B Smooth is Smooth Criminal.
Yeah,
because the bars that he dropped is just too smooth. Like no matter what anyone tried to do to him, they might not live to last long.
I could see that because he was here on Wednesday's show, and that's why I was just doing the interviewing because I want to live for a while. I like to live to interview more of you guys, so that's why I'm trying to stay out of these promos. But that was a good one. I enjoyed it. I'll play a couple more for the audience here. We got one here coming up. Let's play the trios one because I do want to play that here for our friends, especially in CPF. Speaking of Beast Mode, so let's play some of it here. I gotta wait till the music gets cut off here a little bit, so we'll see. We got to wait for that. We'll wait till your promo cups up on here. But again, this is another match here you're going to see here coming up. The NPO versus the SICK for the CPF Trios Tag Team Championships. Please support our friends in CPF World War Zone. We will get to the chat. We're very, very excited about this promo.
And Hunter did say that the trios and the tag team titles were going to be on the line. So it would be awesome if me and the NPO can manage to get two tag team titles.
More gold. I mean, just, you're going to have to figure out where to, I guess, store all this gold.
Right. Oh, here he is.
Coffee boys, the NPO. This was one hell of an ass whooping, one hell of a beatdown, and one hell of a match.
Well, unfortunately, you have the NWO music, so I can't play the whole thing with the copyright.
Right.
So I didn't realize that. But tell us what we can expect here.
Yeah, you can mute because I was also worried that the Instagram would actually accuse me of copywriting for using.
Yeah, we're gonna mute that because we don't want to get you thrown off Instagram. But what can we expect here with this another fire-like promo here?
Well, the only thing you can expect is the SICK is about to get a brutal and badass and a worse butt whooping that they are ever going to feel. They're going to be so sick that they won't even promo again.
Well, you know what? They might want to revisit their plans and maybe just stay in for the rest of the winter. Get it sick. Flu season now has just started here in New York City. So, maybe then they'll just figure out that it could be just maybe time to pack up for the season. But to have another championship, I mean, that would be a pretty cool feather on the cap for you. I mean, you wear many caps, so why not just have another cap to wear? All right, we'll certainly see what happens there. And, I mean, do you have to plan differently for each one of these promos?
Pretty much, yeah. I mean, like when at first I start off, but then I start getting nervous and forget what I'm gonna say.
You get nervous? You of all people get nervous?
No, trust me. Under the mask, I be getting nervous and I stutter every time I talk fast.
Well, I'm surprised because you do it so often. I would just think it's like a walk in the park, riding a bike.
True, but it ain't that easy when you're doing multiple, one or two or three promos.
Mm-hmm. Do you then, I guess, just maybe not think about it? Like B Smooth was basically talking about, I just do it, and I just
pretty much.
Titus was the same way. Titus is like, I just do it. I just let it rip.
Yeah, I just wing it.
All right. Well, okay, that's interesting. Let me take this off the screen. We'll certainly see what happens, and I'll play one more. There's a lot of them because I do got to get to the chat. I know you've only got a
Hey,
certain
well,
amount of time.
I think the last one we should do the werewolf one, which is my
Oh,
new
yes.
character, John Saberwolf.
I did see
Inspiration.
that one. I can play that. I have to find it. Let me go like
There it
this.
is.
Let me go
There
like
it
this.
is.
I'm gonna find it for you because I need to see. Yep, I got the RPW TWL. I got the hair. Well, kill shots here. You know, I got to mention him. I have to find that. I don't know why. Okay, I think I see.
His promo has a werewolf in front of it. Like,
Yeah,
has
I
a
got
wolf
it.
in front
You
of
know
it.
what it is? My eye is killing me the whole day. You don't have any no idea. For whatever reason, I woke up and it's like my eye is like in pain. So sorry about that. No, it's my allergies. That's all. But we're gonna
I
let the
understand.
promo play. We have it here: John Saber, Wolf, and Killamar in a Falls Count Anywhere match. CPF No Mercy. And by the way, just great work here. Just great video imagery here. Just really intense. And you guys do a fantastic job here. And I'll definitely get to the chat after that. And plus, I want to give you something. I know you're outside and about, so I'll be very mindful of your time there with that. But definitely beware the wrath of Darius. In this particular case, is Kilamaru, and he can definitely kill you with these promos. And we're gonna definitely play a little bit of it here, and then come back to the chat and some. So we're very, very excited about that.
And that was actually my werewolf costume that I wore in
the time for
New
your
York
boy,
parade.
John Saberwolf,
Really?
to scratch, claw, and tear the shit out of Kilamaru's ass is right now. For tonight, Kilamaru, I'm going to show you what hell truly feels like when I beat the living shit out of you and make you bleed fiery. One who's gonna be my dog. You're the one who's gonna be my bitch. You're the one who's gonna be my fucking pet by the time this match is over. Because I promise you, you're the one who's gonna be begging for mercy from me, and I won't give it. The only thing I want to hear from you is screaming. The only thing I want to hear from you is crying. The only thing I want to hear from you is your last breath when I tear your fucking throat out of your neck, when I take your fucking head off your damn shoulders, when I fucking obliterate your sorry ass all over the fucking ring. Cause you know damn well your bitch ass devil self is nothing compared to the werewolf of rage, the beast from the Black Mass, the one that went to hell and ate the devil for breakfast.
Yeah, you know what? I definitely would not want to be, like I said, as I stated in my introduction of you, I definitely don't want to have me in your mouth because you could definitely obliterate me and eat me for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. And I might not even have a place to go across the street to be buried in the cemetery.
And honestly, like the main problem that I partly had, like doing some of the promos, because it's kind of hard to speak when you have the mask on and pretty much you hear.
We've had some masked wrestlers come on Sportswire. I'll make you laugh. I had a guy on who's coming here on Friday 3 years ago, came on here, and we had a translator for him because he was, quote unquote, a wrestler who was doing a Latin gimmick, meaning like he was the old Latin, not Spanish. We're talking about Latin from like hundreds of years ago. So he was speaking in Latin. So and he had a mask on. It was like, it was interesting. Let's just put it that way.
Right.
So, okay, well, we'll see about that. Let me get to the chat because I do want to present you something. I know you've only got so much time. We're so appreciative here of the man himself, who is the TPW World Heavyweight Champion as the Punisher. He is also our RPW TWL Internet Champion, is certainly Mr. Zach Sanity, and he is also 1/3 of those trios tag team champions, and he is the man himself. He is definitely going to bonesaw you, Kilamaru you, and do whatever else, and Saberwolf, Tiger you, and just this is why he's Darius. He's the Punisher. He's Kilamaru, he's Harry Quinn, and he's Zach Sanity. He's pretty much them all. He's the Punisher, Bonesaw, everything.
And a million faces.
You know what? And that's why we're very honored to have you here. Zilla says hello.
Hey.
Himself, Texas Rex, our esteemed owner of TPW, is here. That's the champion. Barry, of course. Barry, good old Barry from Foster Avenue, is in the house from Brooklyn. There he is. Got that shirt on. Want to say hello to my friend Anastasia Rasinia from California. She probably tuned in and is like, what am I watching right now? But she did want to say hello. Always good to see her. Haven't seen her in the chat since last week, but always love hearing from her. Really great person, doing a great job right now out there. Just celebrated a year of sobriety, has turned her life around. She's doing
That's
a lot of
good.
great things. Say hello to her.
Hey,
Nice to meet you, Darius. Yes, hello there.
nice to
And the
meet you too,
man, the
bro.
myth that I know I'm going to see again here, but Mr. Killshot, who says he's the last shot, but he's never got a last shot. My main man, my tag team partner, Darius. There he goes.
Yeah.
And
He's also Killshot is also teamed up with my Killamaro. So yeah.
yes, I see that. I see that. Yes,
Yep,
I
yep.
very much see that. Killshot, good old Killshot. Darius has been a part of TPW since we opened. Yep.
Yep.
I love Darius, one of the most coolest guys ever. I could certainly see why. Yes, Brooklyn is home for Barry. That's Barry's in
True.
Flatbush. We'll talk about that. New York City makes some noise. I make some noise every night. I don't think there's anybody that's made more noise for New York City than me. I mean, I'm Mr. Brooklyn, Mr. Staten Island. People say you're still left. You're still out there. You know, and Anastasia says thank you for the shout out. We appreciate that. We appreciate it. Love to have him on the show. There you go. Yeah, he does. Are you a video game guy?
Yeah, I play video games every now and then.
Well, Barry's got a stream Thursdays at 10 o'clock. I don't know if he's doing it for Thanksgiving, but Barry should invite you because it'll actually boost Barry's viewership. So, because I can't boost viewership for him. Yeah, I can't. I only got 1,300 subscribers. He wants guys like you. Yeah.
If I can find some time, I'll definitely seek him out.
Well, you know what? Find some time and come on Sportswire instead. How about that?
I'll see what I can do.
Barry can wait. He can wait.
Yeah.
Trust me.
And I subscribe to him too.
Well, there you go. So there you go. Barry can't say nothing. But it's okay. Speaking of people here, my brother, you want to say anything here?
What up?
That's it? Okay. Fair enough.
My
All right. All right. Well, good deal. Hey, Darius, do you want to talk about our old trio team, Blood Pack Combat Club? You want to talk about it?
Oh man, that tag team! I created that. That was my the first trios tag team that I created. It had Honduras, my vampire, Harry Quinn, and Killamaro. And actually, I'm surprised we actually won the trios. I think were we the first trios champions? I don't think so. But yeah, we definitely held trios gold.
Okay, well, that's very good. That's very good. I think he was wanting to also talk about the last time we won, or how about this? Let me phrase it differently. How about the time we won those trios championships the first time?
Oh, yeah. Killshot, Harry Quinn, and Killamaro, they were the trio champions, and we took them away from Devin Adams, Lucifer, and their third partner because their third partner didn't show up.
Well, you know what? You took something away from Devin Adams, who's obviously a man.
Oh.
I always feel like every show I talk about Devin Adams. You know why? Because Devin Adams is a wrestler. He's like Anthony Steele. Everybody knows them, so everybody wants to talk about them, But you have any funny stories or any big victories you have over Devin Adams you want to share to remind him?
Let me see. Yeah, I do. I believe, if I remember correctly, I did beat Devin and whoever his tag team partner was to become legendary enigma. Now,
good.
When there was I forgot what the name of the company was. I think it was Epic. I was Zach Sanity and Zachary Sanders. We beat Devin and his partner to become tag team champions. And if y'all must know, I have also won tag team titles by myself with 2 characters.
Wow, how did you do that?
Pretty much I did 2 characters in one video together.
Wow, that's really unique. I mean, that's pretty cool, I gotta say. That's pretty cool. I should interview myself sometime and try that and get back to you, but that's pretty cool actually that you did that. I have a lot of respect for that. This is why I really enjoy that. What you guys do is, I mean, I'm learning it. I watch you guys now. I'm watching. I try to keep up with as many videos as I can. But you guys really put a lot into this. That's why I really love having all you guys here. You guys are a great group of people, and you fit in nicely. I got a good thing here from Rocky, Texas Red. I trust in Darius a lot. He has helped develop TPW into what it is today. Without Darius, there is no TPW. What does that mean to you when you hear that?
It makes me want to continue doing what I do.
That's why I told you can't retire.
Yep.
You can't retire. The people, they want to see you. They just, you mean so much to the community. You mean so much to everybody out there that you just have to try to just, keep going. I mean, otherwise, I don't know. But if you are here, hit the sub button for me. I'm at Sportswire Radio 6579. I'll put some other links up here shortly. And Dez is here finally. Okay, now I know
it.
Dez.
I had a feeling. I had a feeling that was Dez when I saw the first part. Dez, buddy.
Well, let me give Dez a big shout out because I've noticed Dez has been on my Instagrams lately, and Dez has been here, and I see you've put Dez into some of your promos, and talk to me then about your tag team partner.
And Dez, you already know you and Jahil, y'all about to get one serious punishment and a smooth crime at the same time.
Ooh.
In the words of Clubber Lang, Silver Tuxedo, you ready for another beating? You should have never came back.
Well, I hope he stays. I mean, I hope that he does stay, and he definitely. I hope he stays. I mean, I do hope that he stays, and I just gave him a sub on my YouTube page. If hopefully that'll make him feel a little better. I mean, we've got 130 now, 7 subscribers on YouTube because I just gave him 2 more. And if you want to subscribe to his YouTube channel, you can actually do that right here because he's been very loyal. And there we go. There's his YouTube channel. Check him out. He's done his own podcasting, his own interviewing, and I could say he's got a lot of other coverage and other videos here. So some interesting stuff. Check him out. And you can also check him out on Instagram. He's got 1,200 followers now. So congratulations on that. We'll bring back to him. My man Darius, give him a taste of the sick OG Bloodhound.
Killshot, you already know the sick ain't gonna walk, ain't gonna get nothing more than they teeth in their hands. The only reason why they sick, because they can't handle what I do. They can't handle my characters. They are sick, but I'm real sicker.
Well, I don't want to get any further sick, so I'm not going to anger you. I don't want to. No, I'm serious. You guys really cut promos. I really, like I said, I really don't want to get, to have my name in your mouth because there are some people in the wrestling world that would love for you guys to do that, but I'll move on for that. That's why I want to stay on your guys' good side. We're not retiring until we hold tag team championships. You hear me? That's an order. And Killshot. When he says something, he'll go bang, bang. Bang, bang. I mean, you don't want that, right?
You can try, but you will fail.
Well, Killshot's determined that he'll get the last shot.
Not if I get it first.
Well, that's true, but Killshot does say, if you have the trigger, you better blow me away first. And
I will. And better yet, I'll blowtorch him away. Kilamaro's the fire demon.
I think the blowtorch is a lot more painful than the shot because the blowtorch means it's a longer death. It's more painful. Shots, boom, it's a quick, instant death. But a blowtorch is like, it's like the wind yesterday in New York.
Right.
Speaking of people that was here last Sunday, speaking of retirements who will be back on Sportswire soon, I'm not sure exactly what date. But Mr. Zach Clark is here, who's obviously supposed to have a retirement ceremony coming up here tonight for TPW. But anything you want to say to him?
Yo, what up, Zach?
That's it. You want to tell him like, you're not going to retire. You don't want to tell him,
Well, look, so just because, let me tell you, just because I say something, that doesn't mean I'm actually going to do it. So if I say I'm gonna retire, that doesn't mean I'm really going to do it.
Well,
if there's one thing I can't.
Zachary Clark did.
Yeah. But if there's one thing I can say about Zach Clark, he is one of the toughest promo artists I ever faced. We're teaming with him. We had some bad times, some good times, but hey, we were trios tag team champions on TPW, if he remembers that.
I think he did. I think we did bring that up on Sunday's show. I believe we did. Yeah. You get mentioned so many times with so many different names. I have to think about it before I say the wrong name. I don't want to say the wrong name with you here, but I'll come back to him. He says he does want to say hello. I think I just got it here. There you go. That's it. Yep. And Des would like to say yes. Get it. We just gave Des he'll get another YouTube sub in about 50, if we're off here, because I have 3 YouTube accounts. He'll have 138. And we're on Sportswire Radio 6579. Darius actually does voices on a lot of my shows too.
Yeah, I also do voice acting.
Oh, you do? You know, it's
Yeah,
funny
there's some-
because we have a guy, Yoshi Matsuda, a wrestler from Australia, who also has done some voiceover work. So what's that like, doing voiceover work?
It's pretty fun. I mean, I get to use my little voice changer app to make myself sound more serious.
As if we didn't see you was serious enough tonight on Sportswire, watching some of those promos.
It ain't really easy trying to be serious like that.
You looked
But
pretty serious tonight. You had the Punisher mask on. You were in other gimmicks, and you seemed pretty serious with the words you were using. I mean, you made Anthony Steele lighthearted.
I pretty much had to force the serious out on those.
Well, you know what? It didn't seem like it to me. But thank you, Rocky. I appreciate the kind words. Yes, we do believe in all wrestling matters, and you guys are a part of that. I'm happy that where everybody's having a good time. That's what it's all about, right? Like you just said it best. Thanks for the shout out. That means a lot. Yes, I'm always trying to support those that support us. I want to give a plug to a special person out there who was tuned in. She's got 449 subscribers. She does some work for the IMF. Her name is Dakota Riley. She's trying to get to 500 subscribers. Give her a sub. She'll get to 450 if you hit a sub for her. She does some interviewing. She does some backstage wrestling. She also records and films these matches. She works for the IMF. So if you'd like to support them, they've been a company that, well, Anthony Steele is employed by them. He's the U.S. champion there. So if you want to support those that support us, that's her YouTube channel. We appreciate if you hit her a sub, Dakota Riley _25. And then also I want to give Dez one more plug because Dez's YouTube channel is right in front of me. So there you go. Give him a sub. I know it says 135, but it'll show up now to 138. There you go. He got just 3 more subs. That's because we put the magic button up right there. So, support those who support us. And as I said on last night's show, if you support me, I'll support you. And you'll always get the clothes and food from me, and I'll do everything I can possible. So
yeah, and speaking of Brooklyn, I should tell you, next year on June 7th and 8th, I will be attending Brooklyn Comic-Con once again.
Brooklyn Comic-Con, remind me, is where again?
It's
downtown Brooklyn.
I think so. Like, you get off on Franklin Avenue, then
yeah, I know where it is. Yeah, by the shuttle train on Frank. Yeah, it's downtown Brooklyn. Yep. Okay.
Yep.
We're gonna definitely talk about that when we get closer to it. I gotta give you something, so hang on tight. I know you got a few minutes, but hello there. You tried to burn me before and it didn't work.
You got lucky because someone helped you. Okay.
Well, that doesn't always help out that way. The Zach and Zach connection will be the next CPF tag team champions. Oh, you know what? I guess we'll find out, right? I want to give you something because you've been here. I know you're outside. I got to get to a couple more things with you, but if you could allow me, I'd like to share my screen and present to you something. Only if you insist. Oh, I appreciate it. Thank you for being. You're actually pretty humble for a guy that, after some of these promos I've seen, you're a real humble guy there. I don't know why, but today on November 24th, 2024, it is Darius Day on all Sportswire radio platforms. I couldn't do all 19 million of your names, so I just said let me just do Darius Day because you do so much in the promo community. It's an honor to have you here on Sportswire Radio. You have my John Hancock. That's my logo. That's today's date. And thank you for all that you do for us here in the wrestling community and everything you've done to be a part of these great companies, CPF World War Zone, RPW, TWL, certainly TPW. And I can't thank you enough for everything you've done for our circuit. And I want you to have this, and you'll give me your email when we're off the air, and you can print it out, do whatever else you like. But congratulations, my friend.
Thank you.
I appreciate that. Yep, congratulations to Darius, definitely, and we thank you for your support. I got to ask you, any memories of Anthony Steele?
Yeah, I have faced Anthony Steele a few times.
Well, Well, he's a name that certainly, when you mention his name, it's like the bat signal goes off. So I'd just be
Yeah.
curious what you'd like to say about Anthony
Oh
Steele.
yeah.
Because
Now yeah.
he's made
Now
his name on this platform, by the way. I think he might hold the record for like appearances. Him and James Taylor probably hold the record in my 6 years of doing this, probably hold the record for appearances in Sportswire radio history.
Yep, and yeah. Now there's when last time I faced Anthony Steele, which character was I? I think it's been so long since I've faced him. So
He's coming back into the promo world, so maybe you guys will have one more match.
yeah, probably. Who knows?
Well, you might be one of the few guys that could go dish it back to Anthony Steele because he comes on here and he dishes it out, and a lot of these wrestlers can't handle it. But you're the kind of guy that you won't stand for that too much.
Hey, you can put me down, but I'm just gonna keep getting back up.
Boy, I would love to see you and Steele go at it. I would love to see you and Anthony Steele go at it because Titus wants his shot, but maybe you should get that shot. But yeah, congratulations, Darius. Congratulations. Happy early Thanksgiving Day. I did want to ask you. You mentioned the Comic-Con. So what's the Comic-Con, like the cosplay world? I knew a guy in the UK who was very big, Chris Murphy, who did a lot of like the Star Wars cosplaying. But so what are the differences in the cosplay world versus what you do here in the promo world?
Pretty much, there ain't really nothing different about it. It's pretty much the same. Like you wear a different costume and you can use them any way you like. Me, I use my cosplays mostly as wrestlers because that's how my creativity rolls. Oh, and there's one of my friends, Luxury Leia. She's a real good person. She invites me to parties.
I don't want to get on her bad side.
Yeah, she was a mummy that Halloween.
Wow, this is pretty cool. The Halloween Day Parade. There you go. There. Wow, it's pretty cool. That's really.
And there's my werewolf.
Well, I could definitely say it's not a werewolf in Paris, but a werewolf in New York City. But
Yep.
yeah, happy Halloween and a lot of great stuff. There you are, and Revenge of the Bunnies, and and April. I know is very excited. April's here next Monday. By the way, April. She was very excited. Yeah, April's here next Monday. Anything you want to share about April? I should know about.
Well, she's one of the wildest girls I ever met. We started talking on TikTok, and ever since we've been talking a lot. And when she plays Harley Quinn.
Well, you know what? I'm going to certainly get to all of that. And that's your Instagram page. If you're here right now, go give him a follow. I know he's a very busy man. We're going to let Mr. Darius go in a few minutes. I can see he's outside and about. We appreciate the time. So what's next for you coming up here?
Well, what's next? Let's see.
Yeah.
Well, all I can say is whoever steps up to me in promo wrestling, get ready to get knocked down. That's the fact.
I believe that. Do you have any parting or closing words for any of your opponents coming up here?
Well, yeah, I think I have a few. Good luck. Let's give everyone one hell of a show. And and if y'all really think y'all can take me down, good luck trying. Because no matter which character I am, I don't go down. And I never stay down.
Never give up, never surrender. Listen, Never Give Up the John Cena moto, and Never Surrender is a Corey Hart song, which was a famous song in the 80s that they still play. So I could see all those great things. And obviously, it is Darius Day today here on all Sportswire radio platforms. And we're going to have more coverage here coming up 9 o'clock Eastern time with the guy Chronic Gaming. He's doing a gaming charity event here. And we definitely appreciate his support and efforts. I'm going to be involved in that. Thank you, Des. Des, you sent me a message, and I really appreciate your support as well. And if you'd like to support Des before we get to closing thoughts, that is his YouTube channel. You can go out there and give him a follow. He's got 138 subscribers. I'd like to get him to 140. So that's anybody here who comes into the chat. You come in anytime I'm on the air. I'll plug your YouTube page. I'll plug whatever you like. So you support me, I'll support you, and we'll all be on the same team. That's what it's all about. We're about all wrestling matters here on Sportswire Radio, and our friends here in the promo wrestling community most certainly do a great job in doing that. I know you are out and about because I know you're in Brooklyn. I know what it's like to be doing an interview as long as it is, and people are like, well, what's he doing talking to people? So let me let me let you run. I hope to meet you one of these days in Brooklyn. Let's definitely connect. I definitely like to meet up with you, maybe before the
Same.
year is out. Definitely figure something out. But let me pass the baton to you in the meantime. It is an honor. And anything else
Yeah.
you want to plug, share, or say, I'd like to give you the floor now.
Well, all I can say is it was an honor being on here. And let's see. I'm just ready to get this night over with.
Okay, well, I mean, look, I hope you enjoyed your time here. I can understand maybe it was
Okay.
just, oh, well, I hope, well, you enjoy whatever you're going to do. I hope the evening is successful for you on all fronts. And if you
Right.
want to follow TPW, that's TPW's page. Match results should be up by the end of the evening. Please support them. If you want to support RPW, TWL, that's their page there. Obviously, shout out to J Rod. Shout out to obviously everybody there, Titus as well. Also, if
Oh,
you want to follow CPF, that's their page. Check them out. If you want to follow April, I got to give April a big plug because April spoke so highly of you, and she's going to be here
oh,
next Monday. Yep. So got to give
yep.
her a plug.
And if you ask her like like what character she does, I can tell you that some of her characters are pretty much dating my characters.
Well,
So
I guess we'll have to
we
have.
made a lot of stories about that.
I'm looking forward to hearing that with her, and looking forward to a part of her great company, HGTPT. HGPT, give them a shout
Yep.
out. All the great talents that are here, and obviously Mr. Darius is a part of that. And my friend, it is an absolute honor to have you. Safe travels. Enjoy the rest
Thank
of your
you.
evening. And we're
Yep.
looking forward to seeing you here anytime you like. And like I said, hope to meet you in person one of these days.
Right, right. Let's if you're ever like if you decide to go to a con, Brooklyn Comic Con as well, I'll definitely be because I'm going for both days this time.
Okay.
This year I only went for one day because I was only able to buy one ticket.
Okay.
This time I bought early access weekend pass, so I can go on both days.
Nice. That's very cool. I've never been to a Comic Con. I don't. I look like a
Yes,
comic, so I don't need to just show up. I
yeah,
just show up as me.
it's really fun. I mean, they
Okay.
got wrestling there too, so you get to meet some of the
I did see
wrestlers.
that. I did see that. That's pretty cool. Well, I'm glad that you're having a fun time with it. I'm glad you're doing
Mhm.
well. And thank you for all that you do for our sport. Thank you for everything you do in the promo wrestling community. Obviously, a lot of people think highly of you. And I think that's what's going to continue to help you. And the best is yet to come. And thank you so much for your time. And good
Um,
luck coming up these next few matches. And anytime you want to be here, you're always welcome.
gotcha.
All right, that was, ladies and gentlemen, our TPW World Heavyweight Champion, 1/3 of the CPF World Tag Team Champions, and also our RPW TWL Internet Champion. And that is the one and only Darius himself. He had to go. He literally did this interview, like, I guess, in a phone booth. So can't blame him for that. But thank you, everybody, here for tuning in. I'll be here coming up 9 o'clock Eastern time. So I'll be here, and thank you for everybody that's here with us right now. Zilla, thank you so much. Yes, you've never been to a Comic-Con. Well, it takes two to make a thing go right, and I would count me as well in that, so I appreciate your words, and I look forward to being back here on Sportswire Radio later on this evening, so definitely check us out here further on YouTube at Sportswire Radio 6579. That is our YouTube channel. I'm going to put the plug up here right now, so definitely hit the sub button for me. I'd appreciate it. You can check out all the Sportswire Radio shows, including our most recent shows. And you want to go back and look at me in the archives and look at maybe my funniest bloopers or anything else in between, you can do that. I want to thank our friends in TPW, CPF World War Zone, and also RPW, TWL, everybody else here in the promo community that enjoyed the interview. And my name is the Reverend Tom Bryce, your voice, figuratively and literally, where all wrestling matters. I want to thank Darius for his time and everything else in between. And unless anybody else has anything else they want to ask me, I will let you all enjoy the rest of the evening and come back here 9 o'clock Eastern time, same bat channel, the only platform where all wrestling matters. So until then, thank you so much, everybody, for your support. My name is the Reverend Tom Bryce, your voice, figuratively and literally, where all wrestling matters. And if you're on Sportswire Radio, you're going back to your regularly scheduled programming, and I will see you here on 9 o'clock Eastern time. Thanks, everybody. See you then.